to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the supervisors meeting, January 21st, 2025. Is there any changes to the agenda?
I have none.
Meet with department heads and elected officials. Start it over.
Good morning. Interviewing right now, trying to get the position in my office filled. So working on that and just getting things caught up, starting election for our special we have coming up, 3 of them. Nothing really new to report at this time.
Okay, thank you. Colin Gertz, IT.
Good morning, just trying to keep warm, trying to keep busy like always, but I got nothing new for the board, so.
Thanks, Colin. Sheriff Glendenning.
Good morning. We're busy like everybody else, plenty of stuff going on with budgets and the different commissions and getting things laid out for the next budget year. Also some legislation stuff happening as the legislators are in session, so we're keeping an eye on that and working with them on some different priorities. Our jail, pretty much the same story. We're at 92 this morning, and 22 of those were out of county. Same story, new week. Other than that, we're plenty busy. We also have an open position for a clerk too. We're getting an abundance of applicants on that, so we're very happy to see all those come in. I think we're accepting applications through the 31st on that position. And as we move forward through that, we'll hopefully get a personnel action over you guys in the coming months. That's about all I got.
Okay, thanks, Sheriff. Rodney, how's the maintenance department?
Doing okay, plenty busy, trying to keep everybody warm. We got a joint safety committee meeting this week to go over the budget for that. And also, we posted one of our vehicles, the 2005 Ford F-150 truck, because we got the new truck with the plow on it this July 1, so this was one that we were going to sell. So it's listed on Gov Deals. So if you go to DesMoinesCounty.com, the main county website page, there's a link right on the main page if anybody's interested in bidding on that. There's a link right on the main county webpage to go to that. Other than that, just lots of stuff going on.
Thanks, Rodney. Krista Miller, Public Health.
Good morning. We're also keeping busy. We had the Board of Health meeting last week. We did not have a quorum, so a lot of things we didn't take action on, but one of the things that we talked about was the Board of Health analytics for the web page, and we continue to see progress on that. We had 148 users in the last quarter with 380 views, so we're seeing places like Dublin, Des Moines, Minneapolis, New York, so we're getting quite a few visitors from all different sites. We did have the environmental health semi-annual update. Again, Russ, which is our subcontract for environmental health, is doing a great job. He's going out and doing lots of well testings. We're getting lots of calls about well testings. Recently, we had someone who wanted some PFAS testing, so there is a criteria for getting that done through the state, through the DNR, so we were able to accommodate that. So I was encourage anyone who's interested in having some well testing done for whatever it is that they're looking for, to give us a call and we can let them know if that was something that meets the criteria for that testing. Otherwise, we do the bacteria, the arsenic, the manganese, and that's just routine, that we're able to do that annually for people. So other than that, just trying to stay warm at the building.
Okay, thank you. Angie?
Good morning, we're just keeping busy. Like Rodney said, we got a meeting Thursday, so budget's all in order, everything's done, and waiting to get that off the plate so we can move forward with everything else, so.
Okay, thank you. Shannon?
Hi.
You evidently did not order this cold weather because you're from Maine.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me too bad. I don't mind it. But I will say that we have been upgraded from an advisory, a cold weather advisory, and now we're actually in a warning, extreme cold warning, which just upgrades us a little bit. I did go ahead and publicize that there are a few warming centers that are open. So Transitions DMC is open as a 24-hour warming center, as well as Mediapolis City Hall has opened their doors as a warming center during business hours, as well as the public library, Burlington Public Library. They are open during their business hours, and people are welcome to go to get warmed up. And hopefully that helps alleviate some of the cold out there. But hopefully it'll taper off here in the next couple of days and warm up a little bit.
Thanks, Shannon.
Yeah.
How's the assessor's office going, Matt?
It's going. We're working on our 25 assessments, have those out by April 1st. Conference board will be meeting here in the next few weeks. I think try to pin down our first meeting will be Wednesday the 19th. So that'll be our first meeting. So other than that, business as usual.
Okay, thank you. Jared, how's Southeast Iowa planning going?
Doing pretty good. Land use is fairly busy. Last week we had a number of new inquiries, permits and things like that. But overall, apart from one item on the agenda, I don't have anything else to report.
Okay, thank you. Brian Carter, Secondary Road.
Good morning. It's a big week for us. We have a big letting tomorrow, most of it through the DOT. We do have one local bid opening that will run through Sarah's office. I don't know that anybody's sending bids in yet, but hopefully that happens. It's an asphalt job, so I would guess we'll only have one bid if I had to bet. So we'll see how that all goes, and otherwise, yeah, it'll be a big week for us. It'll kind of give us a little bit better perspective on the budget side of things, as we talked about for going forward. And other than that, there is a lot of stuff going on. I will mention, just a side note, behind the scenes, kind of perpetually in our world, there's various grant applications. The way the last transportation bill came out, we still get some federal dollars regularly, but they went to I'm gonna call it kind of a transportation grant setup to some extent, and we rarely have a bridge. Most of them are bridge related, not all, but most of them are bridge related that we partake in. The counties in the state of Iowa went to a collaborative approach on this to most of the grants are geared towards larger dollar projects, not just a single smaller bridge like we deal with a lot on our county system. So we've been doing a kind of a teamwork approach on this, and I think the counties all told have been successful, I think 3 times so far on larger scale applications for grants. I think larger scale being maybe in the $20 to $50 million range kind of a thing. Multiple bridges packaged together. I was contacted yesterday that we're at least being considered, one bridge of ours is being considered for the next round. So no guarantees on that, but we're gonna start a little bit of work, and I gotta get some information back to them by the end of the day. So I only say that because there's a chance maybe the next couple weeks that I'll give you more information if we succeed. If we're not in the final cut, then we'll move on to the next one whenever that shows up. So, but anyway, just a heads up on that. Other than that, plenty of stuff going on. We've been mostly doing chainsawing and stuff like that, but we kind of saved up a couple days of hauling sand and mixing up for a day like today and yesterday when it's so cold that you really prefer to try to keep the guys out of the cold. So, but it will be nice when we moderate, just to make it safer for the guys to be out doing that kind of stuff. Sounds like a chance of snow tomorrow too. So that will probably give us, or may give us a little bit more to do tomorrow afternoon from the sound of it.
Okay. Thank you. Shannon, you need to talk to the weatherman. You don't want snow tomorrow.
Deny that access.
Okay. Seeing no correspondence here, do either of you gentlemen have any correspondence?
I have none. Thank you, Don.
Okay, we'll move on to accounts payable claims, discussion and vote. Account payable claims in the amount of $1,086,890.85.
Motion to approve. Second.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes. Okay. We have payroll reimbursement claims in the amount of $335.50 and zero balance and no cash taxable.
Motion to approve. Second.
Sarah Doty?
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yep.
Jim Carrey.
Yes. We have law enforcement agreement between Middletown and Des Moines County for fiscal year 25 and 26. Sheriff?
So Middletown's an incorporated city, so they are required to provide law enforcement. It's about 340 residents. So we don't provide a set number of hours, but we do provide patrol, regular patrol and response to calls. That's kind of the standard agreement we've had for several years. And then we just apply the basic increase to their agreement as well.
Which will be $16,750 and due by April the 30th, 2026. That's the second half. The first half is due by October the 1st, 2025. Gentlemen?
Motion to.
Shane McCampbell,
Yep.
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes. We have a resolution 2025-005 subdivision ordinance waiver. Auditor's partial E.
I can give a little explanation here. I sent you a staff report for full background, but just to give a quick summary here, basically we're just doing a little cleaning house here. There was a situation last year where we had a plat come through my office and through the auditor, where we deal with these on a regular basis, where we have to make a determination as to whether it qualifies as a subdivision or not, in terms of how it gets recorded and the process that's followed there. Based on the information that was provided by the surveyor about how the land would be transferred with an adjoining property owner, we determined that it qualified for an exemption in the subdivision ordinance for any time land is swapped between neighbors, and that action does not double the property or more than double the property in size. Based on the total acreage, it was actually far less than that, and under the way we understood it. But after the fact, after it was approved by the auditor and recorded, the sale came through, and we found out it had been sold to a landowner on the opposite side who had a substantially smaller amount of acreage to begin with, and this surveyed piece is actually even larger than that, so it was more than double, and therefore if we had known that were to be the case beforehand, we would have required it be a minor subdivision. So the issue at hand here is the fact that there actually is a statement on the plat that was recorded in September, which states that parcel E is to be combined with the adjacent parcel B to the west, which is the 80-plus acre property that we had understood it to be, whereas it has actually been, there was a deed filed to transfer it to a property on the east side, which is only 5 acres. So we determined that the best course of action here would be to address that inconsistency for the property in the future chain of title, that we would request that the board approve official waiver of the subdivision ordinance, which basically recognizes that the property has been surveyed and recorded as a parcel letter, and even though it technically should require a subdivision review process, since that time, since we have to go back and redo that again, that it would be, it'd make more sense in this particular case to waive that requirement. So, if you have any questions, otherwise.
I have no questions on it. Do either of you gentlemen have any questions on this?
Okay. It's your recommendation that we do this, right?
Yep, yep. And
Okay, I read your explanation. I make a motion to approve the resolution. Second.
Sarah Doty?
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
We'll note that, as I sent in the email last week about this, that we will, in the future, going forward, in any situation where it appears that 50% rule may come into play, we will insist on hearing it directly from the person doing the subdividing and not through a third-party surveyor, whoever working on their behalf, just so there's no more room for a miscommunication as occurred in this case, so.
That sounds like a winner there, Jared. Okay, we have personnel action for the correctional center. For Angela Dunham, that's FML leave, unpaid hours 74.88.
Motion to approve. Second.
Sarah?
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yep.
Jim Carrey.
Yes. Next, we have reports. We have the auditors report for fees collected ending 9/30/2024. We have the auditors report of fees collected ending 12/31/2024. We have sheriff's report of fees collected December 2024. These will be on file in the auditor's office for reviewing at your own discretion. We have the minutes for the regular meeting on January 14th, 2025.
Motion to approve minutes.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes. Okay, now we have the canvass results of Two Rivers Levy and Drainage District election. Might not have enough fingers and toes with you guys being gone.
I was just thinking that's a lot of math to throw in one supervisor.
Got this thing pretty well hemmed in there, didn't
If I'm one, I want to recount.
they? We'll give it to the newspaper recount. You've been awful quiet over there today. Tally sheet for Two Rivers election held in the city of Kingston at Moines County, January 11th, 2025. And, got everything in order here. Office voted for was trustees, the candidates, Dan Lance and Jeff Hedges. Okay. Right, we'll look here. That's the judge, I can't tell who that is, but. Okay. Both of them. And again. Hey, Shane,
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, my right-hand person's a lot better looking than you.
I'm not gonna argue with you about that.
They cut them all the same size, it's hard to get
We need
together.
sticky fingers.
Huh?
We need the sticky fingers, sir.
Yeah. Our auditor will furnish that for us.
We have some over there. Looks like
What's that?
it's unanimous to me.
It's unanimous. It is unanimous for the two gentlemen, which is for Dan Lance and Jeff Hedges. Both had 9 votes.
Landslide.
What'd you say?
Landslide. Landslide.
Yeah, yeah. What's your wish, gentlemen?
Motion to approve the canvas. Second.
You motioned and seconded.
Sarah?
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
With the envelope, because I'll put all this back in the envelope. So Sam-
Put them all in the envelope.
Yeah, so Sam can also on the front.
Okay, is there any other business?
I am done.
Future agenda items? I do have,
I am done.
I do have one, in a couple of weeks. I got a call from the lieutenant, from the fire department, to have a workstation on, ME doctor.
Oh, okay.
Couple of weeks, Luke Griffin,
Okay.
Rock, police department, so maybe we can work something out on that, get a hold of him.
In a couple weeks, he said?
He doesn't wanna do it next week, but the
Okay.
following week or the week after,
Okay.
okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Committee reports, I had none.
I got none.
Okay. Public input, we'll give you 2 minutes to call or email the board, email the board of supervisors at board@dmcounty.com, that's board@dmcounty.com, or you can call at 319-753-8203, that's 319-753-8203, and we'll give you 2 minutes to do that. Meanwhile, does anybody in the audience have anything that they want to say? Angie, I got a question for you.
Oh, okay,
When's the
that's
dog-
scary.
The dog show, is it still, you heard any more about the? it's
It
gonna
will be coming to Burlington.
It will be
I don't
coming
know
to
what the dates are yet, but yeah, it is gonna be at Burlington this year, so. I got a lot of people, I got actually some people coming over from Ireland that's gonna come hang out with me, stay at my house and come to the show and, so.
We had our, county fair meeting, last December, and they thought it's still gonna be there, and they're gearing up, getting something to put on the floor,
Yeah.
to
It's always a
reserve the
nice
floor.
place to have it. I mean, they moved it away for a while and that was really sad. The numbers went down. Burlington's got enough fast food and just things to do that the people get to come in and do the show the dogs and then really enjoy themselves while they're here.
We
Spend some money, which we like.
Yeah, we need more, industry rather than fast foods.
Yeah.
Talking about fast foods, that Chick-fil-A, I had a bus trip Friday night from, New London, and I had to take the girls over there afterwards. And you can't hardly get a bus in that parking lot. But, the cars coming in, and this was 7:30 in the evening, and he was back far out to the street.
I've seen that. You have to ask Kevin, how's that going with all the?
Burlington has it handled. They are on top of it. I think it's just, the first couple weeks. And
Yeah.
That's what, my husband loves Chick-fil-A and I told him, I said, you're not going for a couple months.
Yeah.
When things die down, then I'll go to Chick-fil-A for you, but.
Go over there on Sunday, you won't have lines at all.
That's right, that's right.
That's when I got my sandwich.
So, them and, Hobby Lobby, they don't open on Sundays either. Years ago.
Fairway, someone said Fairway's not open on Sundays, is that true?
Yeah, they've never been.
I didn't know that. I guess I don't shop on Sundays much, but. I do wanna thank Kevin and all his guys for, this is nasty, brutal weather for them to have to be out doing their job. Brian's guys, and we're lucky to have people to do that, so thank them.
we just hope that everybody gets to stay in their cars for.
Yes,
the most part.
yes.
Well, our 2 minutes is up. I had it set for 14 minutes for some reason.
Oh,
With an eye, we're out of here. Aye.
This goes pretty smooth without Shane here.
oh. Tom, we hope you get feeling better, hon.
Thank you.
We're out of here. Thank you, everybody, for participating today.
Have a great week, everybody.
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. And then I will be there. I probably.
Was it cold out there?
Tom, like,
No heat at all.